I was told by reputable sources that Barbie Horse Adventures Riding Camp was the superior Barbie Horse Adventures game. Then again, those same sources told me that Wild Horse Rescue was one of the worst games ever made, which is the most untrue statement ever uttered in history until a certain fragile billionaire claimed he didn't care about being liked. You know who I'm talking about. All of them. In Riding Camp, Barbie and friend have just arrived at, well, a riding camp. And just like in Wild Horse Rescue, a suspiciously well-timed storm has ravaged the ranch, and it's up to Barbie to live the life of an open-world video game protagonist, do boring errands for other people. That's right, this game is open world. The island of Equestria is open to explore, and among its haphazardly drawn height map, you'll find a bunch of wrecked stuff that only one unpaid young girl who came here to ride horses can fix, while the actual ranch employees just stand there and tell you to do stuff. Also, random collectibles. Collectibles that are supposed to give you cold hard cash, or horse coins or whatever, with which you can unlock clothing. Now, more outfits in a Barbie game is something I would normally applaud, but I was able to assemble the perfect outfit very early on in the game, so collecting more apples and gems felt unnecessary. It feels like they're randomly spread across the map anyway. Speaking of the map, an open world game is only as good as its map, and this one is bland. It doesn't feel designed. No area looks different from the other, it's all very blurry and ugly, and your interaction with the world consists almost entirely of getting to place and hitting X. Sure, other than hills and forests, there's beach, there's waterfall, there's... Nope, that's it. It's all the same blob with 3 blended textures and randomly placed trees, as far as the horizon stretches. What doesn't help is that the controls aren't very good. I played the PS2 version, but it's an obvious Wii port. There's no camera control because the Wii only had one analog stick. You control the horse's speed with the shoulder buttons in discrete steps because the Wii version required you to waggle in order to simulate whipping the horse. The jumping feels laggy and bad. There's a distinct placeholdery feel to everything. The menus feel clunky and unfinished. When you get into a situation where you would expect to fall off the horse, you get reset automatically, which is fine, but instead of having some kind of animation or cutscene, you just get this.
Close call.
There is, as far as I could tell, a single song in the entire game, which only plays during race sections, and it has the distinct feel of something they found on the cutting room floor of a straight-to-DVD Barbie animated film. And that's not the game's only audio problem.
I could be a florist. That looks good. I could be a florist. That looks good. I could be a florist. That looks good.
Is there anything good? Of course! The game has a day-night cycle, although you're automatically recalled to the ranch when night hits.
Barbie, it's late and time for the campers to get back to the stables. I'm coming to pick you up.
Also, it lets you skip dialogues with NPCs, so again, here we have another game superior to Chibi Robo. Honestly, nothing about the game is overtly terrible. I know terrible. Terrible is a good friend of mine. The game commits one of the worst sins of all. It's just bland. It's boring. Open world Barbie horsing sounds like a winning formula to me, especially after playing Wild Horse Rescue. In fact, I played a bit of Wild Horse Rescue after streaming Riding Camp. That game is a real hidden gem. Remember kids, say no to Riding Camp, say yes to Wild Horse Rescue. There are whispers of a third Barbie Horse Adventures game, which is actually the first Barbie Horse Adventures game, of the 3D ones at least. It's PC only. Maybe one day I'll check that out too, but it has a high bar to clear.